Hey, if you're over 50 and you feel like you did everything right, like the career, the house, maybe even a couple of rental properties, and you're hoping they're going to help cover your retirement income, but now you're looking at them and the numbers just don't add up for the life that you pictured, then stick around and watch. Because in this video, I'm going to show you how I used one simple digital blueprint to turn my experience into my freedom income machine without selling the house, without having to work another decade, and without having to gamble on the next sure thing. Because the truth is, it's not too late to build a life that runs on your terms. And if we haven't met yet, hey, my name is Harry. I'm a grandpa and a pilot from the prairies in Canada, and I'm here in my happy place. This is where I go to get ideas and create great content to share with you. So if I'm letting you in here to share something with you, it's because what I've got to share actually matters. And today, I'm going to walk you through how I'm building a digital blueprint that's funding my freedom years without getting saddled with a bunch of extra rentals, no surprise roofing projects, or no blown water heaters. And of course, no worrying if my rental income is going to cover all the bills for a change this month. Because I'm going to show you what this digital blueprint really is. I'm also going to show you why this market's blowing up. It's not saturated or dying. And I'm also going to show you 2 ways that you can profit from it. Plus, I'm going to toss in some stories from folks just like you who are getting success with this blueprint right now. So if you've ever thought, hey, there has to be more to life than tenants, toilets, and trades, stick with me. And if you want to see what this blueprint is firsthand, just go to the description and hit the link there to get your copy right now. So let's get started, shall we? So here's the problem. And if you're of my vintage, you and I were raised on one formula. You work hard, you buy the house, maybe a couple of rentals for cash flow and wealth creation, you pay everything off, and you retire happy. Now, believe me, that used to work, but things have changed. Costs of everything are going through the roof. Real estate got really expensive with mortgages, insurance, and property taxes, all bleeding your cash flow dry. And without boring you with some of my horror stories, believe me, that passive income that I hoped for turned into 2 a.m. water leaks, tenants vanishing. And I got tired of sitting at the kitchen table, spreadsheet open, and thinking, if I'm only leaning on real estate and my savings, I might stay afloat, but I'm never going to be really free. And that freedom to me was free to travel, free to help out with the kids and the grandkiddies, free to fly some of the most amazing airplanes that I still want to fly. And that gap, the gap I was facing between not really broke, but not really free, is what pushed me towards a digital income. And what I found, believe me, was not always the dream the gurus advertised it'd be. So let me explain to you. When I say digital blueprint, I don't mean some buzzword. What I'm working with is a true digital e-learning system. It's simply a step-by-step way to teach what you already know and deliver it online so it helps other people while you're off living your life. Now, this could be a short course that teaches you how to use automations and AI to build wealth without having to trade more hours for dollars to do it. It could be a workshop or a masterclass. And certainly it could be communities that learn together and support each other. And the crazy thing about the digital world is you build it once, you update it as you go, and it becomes a digital asset, an automated machine that keeps paying you for being just who you already are and doing what you want to do. And before you think this ship sailed, hey, let's check in on the data, because I hear this a lot. The market's already saturated. But listen, here's some quick numbers. The global e-learning industry is heading towards $1.5 trillion by 2023. The creator economy, everyday folks just like you and I, teaching and sharing online, is expected to almost double by 2027. Adult online learning keeps climbing. People over that 40-year range making up one of the fastest growing groups in this market. So no, believe me, it's not oversaturated. There's noise for sure, but expertise with authenticity is still very rare. And that's our lane. That's my lane. But I'm going to tell you whose lane this isn't for, because really it's not for everybody. And I'm telling you right now, if you want easy money with no effort, if you hate learning and new tools and want somebody else to do everything for you, or if you're not coachable and you don't want to invest in your business, it's probably not for you. But if you've got real world experience and you're willing to give 2 focused hours a day to build your business, and you care more about freedom than hype, then this could really change the entire next chapter of your life. Now, I'm going to give you a little aviation analogy here. Think of this like flying out of an airport. Two runways that you can take off from. Runway right is a service that's done for you. Use your blueprint to help others directly. For example, maybe you teach a second act income workshop for a retirement travel community online. Or maybe you partner with your local charity to use your digital skills to help them generate donations for their community programs. For example, right now, I'm building a community to help folks with a passion for flying build on their aviation dreams. Now, with these digital skills, you can guide people through a proven framework, hands-on. And that's how a ton of folks in my circle made their first digital dollars. Because you're getting paid, you gain stories and skills, and you're building confidence to create your own reliable retirement income. And here's runway 2 left, your own digital asset. Now, for runway 2, you're going to take the same blueprint, the one that I'm showing you right now, and you're going to offer it as your own digital product that runs while you're off living your life. And you make 100% profit on a master resale rights product. Now, creating interest in the Freedom Formula Blueprint and showing your perfect people how it works and how they can learn how to succeed in the digital world can add the income of one solid rental property without having to deal with tenants, roofs, renovation headaches. And now that is freedom income. So now that you know how you can build your business online and what directions you can take it, I'm going to let you in on the 4 simple steps that I'm using to build my digital business. And here's step number 1, know who you're talking to. If you think you're going to just talk to everybody on the internet, nobody is going to hear your message. It just gets diluted. You have to have a niche profile of the person that you want to engage with. And usually that person is you from a couple of years back. Because when I'm making content, I'm not talking to the internet. I'm talking to a couple that I call Chuck and Amelia. That couple is in their 50s with grown kids and shrinking time, and they worry about whether they're going to be okay financially in their retirement and if real estate may be an option to create reliable income for them. Now, that's just like me. That's exactly where I'm sitting right now. That's exactly where I was sitting 5 years ago. And once you've got that, here's step 2. Turn your mess into your message. Look back at what your story was and what you solved and how you solved it. That struggle is your story that you can share with other folks just like you, because believe me, you are not the only one. I'll tell you a funny story. When I got into the digital world, believe me, I saw the shiny things too, and it cost me a ton of dough. And I've got over 30 years of business experience. I'm trained to be a businessman. With 20 years in real estate alone, I should know how to separate hype from reality. But I got burned, and now I'm going to use that experience so that you don't get burned too. And here's step number 3. Build it simple and, quite honestly, ugly. Don't wait for perfect. Slides, short videos, 3 pieces of content today. Don't worry that it's not going to win an Oscar. Launch it. Learn. Improve. Believe me, we all had to start somewhere. And here's step number 4. Learn and improve. Start live with small groups. Get traction and feedback. Then record and automate it for scale. And that's exactly how this all becomes very real. And that's exactly how we've all done it. But since you've stuck with me this long, I really want to keep it honest for you. This isn't going to be an overnight thing. It took me a while to get traction. It takes focus to stay consistent. And if you won't give this consistent, real effort, please don't even start. But if you want to treat this like building a digital rental property, hey, I assure you the payoff keeps compounding without you ever having to swing a hammer or unplug a toilet ever again. And I'll tell you right now, we are living in the perfect storm. As I mentioned before, online education is exploding with info that's far more current and far more valuable than most of the bricks and mortar colleges that exist today. And the methods we use to build your online business, they've never been more affordable. And lots of the really great tools, hey, they're still free. Compare that to the closing costs and the down payments on that last rental property that you just bought. And people are hungry for trusted voices in your niche who've gone through the same struggles they're going through and they found a way out. But again, if we're being honest, if you wait too long, you're going to miss that early window where our generation's voices are still standing out. Because you got the wisdom, you got the scars, and you got the stories. That's true value, so use it. So if this is hitting home for you and you're thinking, hey, I'm ready to build something that pays me reliable retirement income without having to bury myself in another rental property or trade a bunch of hours I don't have for dollars, start here. Here's a little homework for you. Write down your old you, the version of you that needed help. The second thing I want you to do is list 5 to 7 steps that you would walk them through to get them out of that rut. And number 3, the runways we talked about before, decide which runway fits you. Service runway or an asset runway. And if you want any help mapping that out, I've got a free blueprint that walks you through this entire business model. The link's in the description right below. Go check it out and take some notes. And if you have any questions, feel free to email me and I'll personally answer all the questions you have. And if this video helped you or answered some questions for you, hey, make sure you check out this next video for more info on how I'm using this exact strategy to create reliable retirement wealth without having to deal with all the rental property drama from a real estate business. And make sure you hit like and subscribe to my channel as well for more great info. So once again, hey, I'm Harry, and I'll see you on the next video.